Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set, 780. Mike, 49. Jump, get him.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's make the kill. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Robinson. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
36.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
49.
Newton on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Wallace, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and 2, Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now Newton on first down. This is caught by Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That's complete. It's Charles. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. Throwing again is Newton. It's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, it's Wallace, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
What ain't it? 49's the mic. John Gunn. Get ready.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run here with Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Check the...
On third down, Whittington. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey. We got 3. Three down.
Allen off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expected.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here I come again. 34's the mic. 34's the mic.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one complete to Reed. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Going long here for Wallace. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
All 52. 52. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Regular. Go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
I'm on. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun, Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Dolphins 36, Bills 17. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They run. Robinson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Man, I got you. Man.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Kill. Stop. Hey, hold.
On 1st down, Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Wallace, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set. Right to the 3. Shoot.
On 1st down, Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And an alley run.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort, denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen throwing again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st side. Whittington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Allen. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
You can't stop me. Hey, you.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Seibert's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night, and the Bills get a bit closer. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get ready. Get set. 180. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Ready.
Throwing here, Newton. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And